Yeah, so I'm back on the laptop. Thank you all for your patience. I just used that. Yes, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? This call is to analyze and recap on all we've heard from the COO, Mr. Andrew Isaacs, about how NEYRO, the product NEYRO, is going to run, and how the recovery phase that he plans, that has been planned by the company to help it recover back stronger and better. So yes, we just was doing a little analysis on people asking what they thought about the call. I was on B, but let's just go straight to reading the official announcement from the company, the breakdown from the company itself. Yes, there are a lot of opinions. I know a lot of people are here to give their opinions, but for me, I can tell you that eventually, after looking through everything, I'm on an A because for me, this is a character building process. It's a company that has taken full responsibility. And if you know the content of what they are planning in regards to NERO in order to recover, then you know that they really mean business. I mean, 2 to 3% a month. Wow. And a money market too. I'm telling you. But we have to recover because, of course, this is going to make the company stronger. I can imagine when he said that 20% of everything the company is going to be earning now will be put into like a security fund in case of such thing happening anymore. That makes a lot of sense for me. So let me just delve straight into I'm not sure I have it on laptop. I'm going to read it from my phone. I'm going to just go to Telegram on my phone and read it through. Okay. All right. So the first thing from the company was the NERO strategic update recap. Key takeaways from the NERO strategic update. Andrew Isaac, COO of AURUM Foundation and co-founder of NERO, together with Shane Morand, Chief Network Development Officer, shared updates on the next phase of NERO's development, the ongoing recovery of the AURUM platform, and the company's long-term strategy. Key highlights. AURUM's recovery process continues. A comprehensive technical and security audit is currently underway across all centralized products and services. The recovery process is focused on ensuring a safe, responsible, and phased return to normal operations. Two, centralized products will return in stages. The audit includes the XAI bot, Zeus bot, and the ROWA Gold, together with the company's centralized infrastructure and services. Products will be relaunched gradually as each stage of the audit is successfully completed. Two strategic priorities are moving forward in parallel. So I see there's the NERO team and there's the AURUM team. The AURUM team continues leading the platform recovery process, which is headed by Brian Benson. The NERO team continues accelerating the development of the company's next generation ecosystem. Andrisics is leading the next phase of NERO. That is, while the AURUM recovery team focuses on restoring the platform, Andrisics is leading the continued development of the institutional grade Web3 infrastructure, AI-powered trading products, and the next generation of decentralized financial solutions. And institutional partners reaffirmed their long-term commitment. So this was said by the CEO during the meeting. It said some of the funds that are being earmarked for later development stage. I think that's what's going to be on here now. Development funding has been accelerated. Previously planned development funding is now being deployed earlier than originally scheduled. So the company is bringing in money from somewhere now, allowing key infrastructure and ecosystem products to move forward ahead of the original roadmap. The next generation of NERO is already in development. Work continues on a new decentralized AI trading bot, NERODEX, enhanced Web3 infrastructure, and the future NERO ecosystem. The recovery of the AURUM platform and the continued development of NEYRO remain two parallel priorities within one long-term strategy. Thank you to everyone who joined the strategic update and continues to support the AURUM and NEYRO ecosystem. Yeah, so please, I just read out exactly what's being said on the AURUM official English channel. I would like just a few people, let's say about three, so we can make progress into getting to the end of this. I would like three individuals. I know we have a lot of professionals in the house, and I can't really remember you by your name. If you are not a co-host, you can raise your hand if you want to say something, and please just spare us like 2 or 3 minutes so that we can hear from others. And if you're a co-host, kindly unmute yourself. If you have something to say, please. We'll need the input of everyone on this. It's not just about what Lawyer Taj says. Everyone needs to be clear.
Okay. Good evening,
Yes, Mr. Sam.
everyone.
How you doing, Mr. Sam?
I'm okay, LawyerTAJ, and you?
I am blessed and highly favored, as you can see. We're not the shake.
Lovely, lovely,
Mhm.
lovely. Thank you for this session, and good
Yeah.
evening, everyone. I was at a meeting uh, that the CEO organized this evening, and I believe that a lot of people uh, that joined the meeting probably they were expecting to hear that, okay, so we are going to start so day, and withdrawal deposits are going to start. They probably will feel disappointed by
Yes.
the fact that that didn't come the way they expected. And if you go back in history, there's no platform that has been hacked that it took them days, uh, to come back. Especially when it comes to the issue of wallet compromise,
Hmm.
it's very important. And I tell you this for free. If today Aurum says, okay, the platform is open, everybody should start withdrawing. Some of us, our funds are going to be drained because
Hmm.
as I yesterday, about 7,000 wallets are yet
Hmm.
to be revoked. I don't know the figure
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Now, you can imagine that it is probably those set of people that are expecting that the platform is going to open up for them to start withdrawal when they have not even done the simple
Done
thing
the
of
right
revoking
thing.
their wallets.
Yes.
All right. And for me, that is very critical. It's very, very important. No platform will come back after they have been hacked because why? They had to ensure that all the vulnerabilities that we identified, I mean, they have to go into thorough investigation to ensure that all the areas that are prone to subsequent attack are blocked and strengthened for security purpose. Because why? I say to somebody that attacking a room now is better than attacking a room in the next 2 years because it would have been like you have built a skyscraper of 20-story building or 20 floors, and then suddenly there's a huge attack or fire that affected the 15th floor, leading to the building tilting to one side. What are you going to do?
Hmm.
You're going to pull down the entire building and start building all over again. And
Yes.
imagine how long it took you to construct that building, coming back to do it all over again. So it's better they are attacked at this infancy stage, for them to realize that yes, where we thought there were no vulnerabilities, we are vulnerable. And so they go ahead and block it. And I can tell you for free also that nobody, people should not expect that, oh, the platform is going to start in the next 1 week. No, it shouldn't be. What we should be preaching now to people, or we should be telling people now, is they have to be patient because history is there to show that yes, every platform that was attacked, it took them some weeks for them to come back, 3, 4 weeks for some of them to come back, depending on what the attack was.
So if
And
I
when it
get
comes
what
to
you are
wallet,
saying now, you are talking like maybe more just forget this August, eh? Is that
no,
what you are
August,
insinuating?
end of August is a period that you can say yes, it's doable. But nobody should sit down and expect next week, okay, next week everything is going to be okay. Because I tell you this, Orum is trying to build a sustainable ecosystem, an ecosystem that people will sit back and feel happy. People will sit back and be at peace. Not an ecosystem that they wake up tomorrow again, oh, we have been hacked somewhere, oh, there's an attack again, there's a security breach somewhere. No, we should calm down and allow these people to do something. And I'll tell you also this, which is also very, very critical. And when I listen to the CEO, there are two statements that the CEO made that I can take to the bank. and I want everybody to listen to this. Number one, which is very important, it says the resources that the hackers took were not significant, that the company's significant resources were not stolen, were not made away with, which is key. He
Yes.
acknowledged that. The second most important point he made was that the attack does not threaten AURUM's continued existence, meaning that sustainability is not in doubt. And we should take that to be very serious comment from the CEO. And from today's Andrew Isaac's meeting, Andrew Isaac made a statement in one of those slides. He said, look, there are institutional investors and venture capitalists are supporting them to make sure they come back. That's to tell you that there are people who have put millions of dollars in this
Yeah,
business.
exactly. And
So
from
it's
what
not
I
just you
know,
and I.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
not just you and I. It's not just you
Exactly.
and I
That's
that are
true.
paying with thousands of whatever that. If those people are giving this company the support they needed to make sure they come back, who are we not to give them that support?
Exactly.
I know a lot of people like they tell, oh, they plan their life around what they are getting on a daily basis and whatever it is. But please, I want to beg you. I want to beg you. If we worry, because my principle in life is the father, what you cannot change, why are you killing yourself about it?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing whether we vex, we no vex, it's not going to change the plan the
Anything.
company has put down a plan, a structured plan to say, look, there's going to be recovery, there's going to be restoration, there's going to be compensation. We should give them time. A lot of people may have been, in shock in one way or the other, like I said, because they wrap their life around Aurum. But please, I want to beg you, patience is very important. Let's calm down and allow these people to do their work. Let's hold them by their promises, by what they say they are going to do. And
Wow.
I'm very confident that the CEO is going to be giving us regular updates because communication is very key to the members of the community because that is what puts people at peace. That's what gives people rest. That's what gives people the confidence that yes, these people mean business. And I say this lastly, if they were not genuine in what they are doing, if they did not have products, if it was a Ponzi scheme, guess what would have happened? We wouldn't have
Since
seen anybody to talk to.
exactly.
We wouldn't have, nobody will come on board. Nobody. You and I have done several platforms before. That you wake up in the morning, you log on, you say error 404, and it's gone. And who will you talk to? Nobody. But these people are committed, dedicated, and they are giving us updates. So please let's be at peace. That's my message. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You made a lot of good points. A lot of points that any average man will see and say, yes, he's not just saying it to appease anybody, but that's the truth. When it comes to the matter of hacking, everybody suffers it, mostly successful companies. Nobody can tell when it happens. But we have had a system where the company came out itself and said, this is what we're going to do. This is responsibility, So you make a lot of sense. Dr. Money is going to speak next. I see her hands raised up. And who am I? A old mythos, small elite like me. I can give honor to honor is due. Dr. Money, please feel free to unmute yourself. I've asked that you unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, guys. This one of the Mitos matter. So, guys, good evening. I'm happy that I'm seeing almost 200 people on this call. So it goes a long way to say that people want to, get information. People are concerned about, the welfare or state of their business. So first and foremost, LawyerTAJ, we took this call together, me, you, Donchi, in our house this evening, and we analyze the whole system. And you agree with me that initially we were not smiling, not because we don't trust the company, not because we feel that our money is gone, but because we needed to sit down to analyze everything. Now, that is why I quickly came to the group and said, let us, everybody who should meet and analyze the system on bias. You see, because I am also an investor, and later, you know what I have in the system, so we are all investors. So at the end of the day, we want to protect our personal fund first funds of our team members, friends, and family that we've brought into the business. We want everybody to be okay. So now I looked at the whole scenario. Truth be told, the meeting with Brian Benson was so, we were dancing, it was so sweet and beautiful. And then when Andrew Isaac came, because that guy, Nali book, he just know. So he just he just brought facts home, and we needed to look at those facts. First and foremost, there's something I want us to talk about. Somebody or some persons, they were saying there should be direct timeline that will breed trust and transparency. And I say that we have been in online businesses before now. Let me tell you, just a day before 30th, on the 29th, there was serious hacking across cold wallet. Cold wallet is where you put cryptocurrency, not exchange. It's the safest. You put it there and it's safe. It's with you. Nobody can have access. So these are people that put millions of dollars there. They didn't put it in any company like AURUM or any exchange, thinking it was safe. Somehow, inside their own bank or wherever they kept it, the money there, they were hacked and they lost it. So that is what hackers do. Just the way AURUM has been boasting, they passed hacking, whatever, they did that and did that. That is how people have been saying cold wallet is safe when you put that over 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And these hackers, they are also determined. You are not the only one that is determined to make money or to grow in your business. I am an optometrist. I'm a chief optometrist. I've gone to the pinnacle of my profession, right? And also somebody that is that hacks or hacker or a scammer or a thief who wants to go to the pinnacle of his profession. So they learn different skills, how to improve using tools, artificial intelligence, to get more knowledge, right? And then they are able to break these things that we think is unbreakable. They are able to hack that. Like if you listen to what Andrew Isaac said, he said, despite the fact that AURUM passed this hacking, whatever, hackathon and whatever, this was still able to happen, meaning that there is something they are not doing right. They've made mistakes somewhere, which they have to, go back to the drawing board to learn. He said that today. Okay. So now this thing happened. These people, they already have enough evidence fast to say the company is liquidated. If that is what they said today, I beg, what can we do? Let's be realistic. So because when you are angry, you are ranting, I rather look at a glass as half full than half empty. Nobody wants this situation. I don't want it. I have children I'm training. I have my own life. I have my own medications. I have things I want to do with money. But at the same time, the situation you look at, I did a cash yesterday, they left. I couldn't take one naira out. So there are many things we've done. They just go, nothing you can do. Now, this company, because I was telling somebody that I will not defend AURUM at this stage. I'm not a part of the company. I'm not going to defend AURUM. They should defend themselves. This is when they need to defend themselves with their actions, which is what we are seeing. Because whatever they do now will determine the growth of the system, of the company.
Not only
Because
that,
there's no
their
normal person that will see
integrity,
that
the
they
human
will.
beings themselves, they are people that
Yes,
everybody know.
their
They have a
growth,
global
their
professional
integrity, and
platform.
all that.
You know that if they
Yeah,
fuck
so
up, then at them
it
first.
is
They're
not
not.
our duty to
Yeah.
determine. It is not our duty to defend it right now. Let their actions speak for themselves. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Do you know why leaders, they are very emphatic about not allowing negativity to grow on group? I have been in the online space for more than 15 years. You are being protected. The quickest way you can destroy a company, if no matter how credible the company is, listen to what I'm saying, underline every word I'm saying. Those of you that like making trouble on the group, no matter how credible the business opportunity is, no matter how Brian Benson wants to make this work, no matter how Andrew Isaac wants to protect his reputation, want to make this work. See, the only people as I speak today that I see that can destroy AURUM is you and me. Our attitude, spreading of rumor, and attacking them and all that. If we push them negatively to the level where they give up, guy, nothing we should do. Nothing anybody can do. So please, it is our duty to be sane, to be, unless you don't value your money, unless you stole your money. If you value your money and you worked hard for your money, this is when you sit down. Okay, this is a bad situation. Right now, what do we do? The people, are they turning up? This is when we say AURUM is not a Ponzi scheme. It is a real life business. It is like you have your business, you open a shop, and that shop, there's a fire outbreak. What do? You do things to save the business. Offline business, they also have problem. I sent something to LawyerTAJ just now about First Bank and the money they lost last year. Although what I sent to him wasn't through hacking, but they lost over 400 billion naira in business, real life business. It can happen to anybody. AURUM did not see this coming, but they did not use it as an excuse to exit scam to say we are going. They said, yes, they say if those that attend the Zoom, because I know those that make trouble are those that don't attend Zoom, those that attend the meeting, because they can go, not the way we feel do, guy, but they are telling you that we are committed to making this work. You are our number one. I know it is not easy to trust people, and I don't even want you to trust AURUM. I want you to trust yourself, to be patient and trust your own money, to be, that your money is there and you give them time to do it. There are people that go into farming and then this rain will come and destroy the farmland. You will not commit suicide. You will not die. Things happen. Let me use this word. Shit happens in the online space and even offline space. That is what we are seeing. Okay. Then number two, now somebody is talking about timeline. Let me tell you what happened to, I'm not, okay, I'm not going to be emphatic because I don't know, but from what I am, perceiving that happened, AURUM gave itself out by category, this Mika thing, deadline, blah, blah, and all that, puts them in trouble, right? Because they were rushing to complete this thing, they became vulnerable. If you are a thief, right, you are studying, most times thieves, kidnappers, they study people and they know when you are vulnerable, they know when you go to your house, they know when you come out, and then that is when they strike. If you have a strong gate that is protecting your house, it is when you pull the gate down to change it, that is when the door is open for thieves to enter. It's just simple logic. Now these people know that AURUM is doing this synchronization and end to end coming together. Let me tell you something. If AURUM had gone full offline to do this change, this thing wouldn't have been able to happen. It wouldn't have succeeded. But if they do that, they say me and you, we say, or error 404,
they don't go.
AURUM is gone.
Otilo.
So these people are trying to do things to please us, and they are entering that trouble. So it is now left for us to support them. Now, because the hackers also knew what was going on, they had the knowledge, the time to hack them. And then somebody is saying, give timeline. See, let me tell you what happened today. You see, Andrew Isaac, he gave an ambiguous, bogus, and vogue timeline so that even anybody on that Zoom will think the thing will take 3 months. And I believe it is deliberate. So that you, when you plan, say you won't call hack them again, you know go fit. You will not even know the timeline. You will not even know when. That is one. For security reasons, they can't do that. They can't. Let's be realistic. The fact that you want it to go your way, you need to look at the other side. If they now give now and they now come and tell you that the system was hacked again, they say you will cry that they are the one that did it again. So they're not going to look at you because what you want and do it for you. No, they want to do what is best for the system. That is one. Then two, by the time they give deadline or timeline that they will complete it in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and they don't, it is you that will go and sue them. It is you that will forget that your money is there, that the bad news you are spreading will destroy the company and your money will go. It's you that will go and write it on Facebook. It's you that will say artists. It's you will go to a group to throw tantrums. So it's better not, like before now, I give timeline when I tell people things, crypto, market will pump here and all that. And it didn't happen. I'm not a market maker. I just look at the chart and say what I see. I don't do it anymore. I stopped it. Because that's what people will hold. You said, as if I'm the one that will pump the market. I don't do it anymore. I'm not a native doctor.
You're right.
So they are not going to be able to do that for these 2 reasons. Now, that is for the timeline. And then if we look at the structure, yes, they talked about the package, that's the bonuses and all that. We knew it was going to happen, and we're even ready to forfeit bonus as long as they carry the money to replace fund the trade. Let me tell you, basically, AURUM will not come and tell us this. They will not tell this, right? Now, what they are doing is this. They want to make sure that the system is safe, right? Because if they even open withdrawal today, many people money will go because their wallet, they've not done the revoking, their wallet is still, tied to the whatever scam people. So they must even ensure that this proper, security, whatever measure is taken so that you don't lose your money. Many people, they've not done that. So there are a lot of things that they need to do. There has to be reports. It's not something that will just happen overnight or 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. These are things that they need to put into place to make sure that the system is safe. These people want to work for us. These people don't want to run with our money, because if you take time, maybe on the group, we will put the profile. I don't even want to talk about the profile of Brian Benson, because I believe more in Andrew Isaac. The profile of Andrew Isaac, the companies, what he has handled. I was talking with a leader on this call, GT Money. I don't know if you'll be able to, talk. And the profile of this person. We have not talked of the other people, the collection of the other people. I did AURUM based on these people. So for me, for my mental health, my peace of mind, I want to hold them to their words. Let them defend themselves. I'm holding on to their profile, their personality, their pedigree to see how it goes. They are going to do things in a structured pattern so that there will be no rush to withdrawal. They know what to do so that the system does not, fall into trouble and trade the money. AURUM has a bot. It actually trades. So I know that a lot of the funds was tampered with, and they need this time to trade it all back, and they're ready to take responsibility. Nobody money is going. Let's give them time to do what they want to. Let's be patient. Somebody was disturbing me yesterday, and I told the person, okay, just assume. If they said the money, just tell me, should I just assume that my money is going to say yes, assume your money is gone? If that is what to give you peace, if that's what to make your BP not to go up, just go and mourn your money. Yes, assume it is gone so you have peace. Then when it comes back, they will smile. So if you are that kind of person that you cannot handle tension, you cannot handle trouble, or I just assume that it's one of those 419B, it has gone. So that when it comes, you'll be happy. But I know that I hope and I believe our money is, not going. These are people that we have seen, we have talked with, and I don't know, they're not the trust might be finished, but from these people that I have seen, they are not going anywhere. If they want to do that, they would have gone. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Where there's too many information packed up in one. I said I wanted to say something, so when you were saying, but as we finish now, so I'm not going to even know where to start from. Anyway, okay. Yes, let me just go through the questions I see on here. Some people have actually helped in answering it.
You've
Thank you
just
very much.
unmuted me, LawyerTAJ.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
Joseph Kalu.
You
Yeah,
just
please talk.
unmuted me.
Yeah, please. Your hands have been
All
up
right.
for quite a while.
Okay.
Let's hear from you before I go on.
All right, thank you. I think we've really ticked a lot of right buttons, but I want to narrow what I wanted to speak to a life example that I've been part of, and I think this is what is playing out here. When I finish giving this announcement, confirm it, and then you'll be able to know why this company is standing very strong today. In 1997, a certain man, today he's one of the biggest icon in banking industry in Africa, Mr. Tony Elumelu. He was just a manager. A manager is like the 5th rank in the bank. When CBN advertised some couple of failed banks in Nigeria, and one of the failed banks there, the name was Crystal Bank. So Tony Elumelu stepped up and went and bought, of course, with the help of some investors, went and priced Crystal Bank and bought Crystal Bank. Crystal Bank had been dead for 3 years as at that time. Bought Crystal Bank, went on national radio announced that Crystal Bank has been bought and called for regional customer meeting in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Port Harcourt, and in Enugu. And the customers gathered. He came and said, you know, your bank was dead. I have bought it. There is hope for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revamp this bank. I'm going to do the words I heard today from Isaacs is exactly what he's going to do. So I'm going to do a phased rehabilitation of this bank, and all your funds trapped in this bank will be repaid, but you are going to give me time. And then he gathered a strong team and worked from the, I started having a comprehensive audit of the customer deposits and the loans of the bank. It took him 6 months to conclude that. And then he now had a structured pattern of repayment. He was repaying them 10% of their funds per quarter. And 3 years after, he metamorphosed Crystal Bank into Standard Trust Bank. Standard Trust Bank later became the UBA of today. Standard Trust Bank went and acquired UBA today. UBA is currently in over 45 countries of Africa and as the biggest bank in Africa. This story started from where we are in AURUM today. Started with Crystal Bank. And the customers of Crystal Bank cried, but they all waited. But at the end of the day, they all had their money. And those of them who were even able to invest in Crystal Bank as at that time are the biggest shareholders of UBA today. I think Andreisig clicked all the right buttons. He said all the right things. Anybody who is doubting this structure has not had experience in this format. Just take this experience, Google it, go and ask Tony Elumelu on social media, go and ask anybody who has done banking for like 30 years in Nigeria. They're going to tell you exactly the same story. And that's why Tony Elumelu is an icon. And Isaac said the infrastructure restoration has already started. The only reason why he can come up today to do this briefing is because they want to have a constant interface with us. Otherwise, I don't even see a reason why Brian Benson will address us on Friday and then he want to address us today. If not that they want to be in constant touch. Otherwise, what is the update that you expect to have developed between Friday and today? For those who are expecting to just hit the button and start withdrawing. What update? It's just that he wants to have that constant touch, giving us regular update. I don't expect anything to have developed between then and now. But one of the things that he says is that the infrastructural restoration has already started. He said development of the next phase of NEYRO continues in parallel. And he also said that our technical team are working 24/7 to complete the recovery as efficiently and securely as possible. So two was there, as efficiently and securely. They can work efficiently, but if they don't work securely, this incident will happen again.
Exactly.
I have gone through this.
You are in the spirit, sir. You are saying the truth.
Exactly. I have gone through this route before, and I know how it works. I had it in the bank. And today it's displayed there. I have a lot of people who have been calling me and telling me, even people who have $100 here and there. What I've told them, you understand? People who have $50,000 and above, who have understanding of the structure they have entered into, are resolute. The people that have listened to on Friday and today, I have no single iota of doubt that work is ongoing. Beyond this analysis, he even told you where this repayment will come from. This company has applied programs, developmental programs till 2035. Some of them were planned for 2030, some of them were planned for 2035. He's telling that he's bringing the future backward so that we can be able to overcome the situation that we have. What else do we want to hear?
By introducing new products.
Exactly. So if you cannot have patience with this thing, I don't even know. I won't be abusive to say go and hold transformer, but that is the only way, the highway, the only way. Do you understand? This company is going to this thing and involved with things we have heard. It is not that we just want regular updates, and that's why those regular updates appear repetitive, because they just want to be in touch with us while work is going at the back end. Otherwise, do we want to have leaders like Buhari who can stay for 8 years without addressing the nation for one day? Now we have leaders who are touching base with us 2 days, 3 days after to give us update, even if those points appear repetitive because they have not been major development, but work is ongoing. So me, it was on Friday that I was pampering people. Today, I give people woto that are not impatient, that are impatient rather. Do you understand? All right, that's my take. Thank you so much, LawyerTAJ.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've said it all. I've even seen that even in the chat, a lot of people are complimenting what you have said, because like you're speaking the mind of a lot of people. And that's the truth, you know. If they were not serious about what they are doing, the drastic measure of where you are earning 30%, you are now earning 3%. Think on now. That's to show you that they're doing something, you know. So I'll just take Voke Shakaro. Voke Shakaro, you had your hands
Okay.
up.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Counsel
Yeah,
LawyerTAJ. I appreciate.
thank you.
So, first, I'd like to appreciate you for putting this together.
Thank
This is
you.
not from AURUM.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people stay at the forefront and make sacrifices, the pressure will be on you guys. But
This is
we're
how
all
you know
investors,
leaders, my
like the other
brother.
lady said.
That's the truth, because it's not
Yes,
when it's
yes,
sweet, when you
yeah.
are receiving withdrawal, they are ready to show you.
No, I
When the ships
agree.
are down, are they
Yeah,
answering
yeah,
you? Who's picking your call?
yeah.
You get me? So
That's true.
continue, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So first, I mean, both leaders that have spoken or those that have spoken before now have spoken excellently well. I'd like to acknowledge the fact that a lot of us have fears, particularly those that just joined recently. I myself, for example, just about a week or less than a week before they paused the withdrawals, and there were a little bit of concerns that I saw, and maybe some other persons, for example. Initially, when I wanted to put money in NEYRO, I put it in XBot, which was a smaller. So I wanted to withdraw it from XBot on the 20th, and it failed. If you recall, they said one of the withdrawals failed, and then you had to
Yeah.
withdraw again. So initially, that was like a question mark. Why would this fail? You know. So some of those things, and then subsequently, even till date, that didn't drop since 20th, or which we now did on the
Yeah,
22nd.
21st
Now,
or so.
after that, then this issue happened. So yes, it's cause for concern. That's my point.
Yeah.
But then again, the fact that there has been constant communication, because like lady said, if they had disappeared, what would we have done? There's nothing. That's the first thing. If they disappear right now, no communication, nothing. There's nothing anybody can do, anybody on this call can do. Nothing. That's number one. So number two, communication, and something else I like to that also encouraged me. I mean, outside all of what has been said by a lot of these people, I also see something that other platforms do not have. I mean, platforms that are Ponzi and all. AURUM does not allow top up at the moment for like their major investments like the NEYRO and the likes. I don't know if I'm wrong if they allowing
Yes,
people
that's
to do
true.
top up, but from my sorry, I didn't get that.
That is true, unless the money is already in your available balance.
Yes. So
But you can only top up the old way.
good,
You
good.
can't use Web3.
So that tells you can use Web3 exactly.
Mm.
So now, if you notice, for most platforms that have issues, people can't take money out, and all they are just saying put money, put money, put money. But some of these things have been restricted. That is to show that their interest is not bring your money. I want to take it and run away. It is that there's an issue to be resolved. That also is a reason to build our confidence. Now, issue of timeline was one concern I had. And when the lady spoke, it made some sense, because if they are trying to repair, it's different from when you are building. When you are
Mm-hmm.
building, you say this house will take XYZ period to build. But when you are repairing, you repair, you test, you fireproof, you test, and sometimes you cannot guarantee. It's like a science experiment that you are carrying out. You
Mm.
cannot tell how many times you are going to try and fail for it to succeed. when you are doing a trial by error. You don't know how many times you are going to try. So it's different from when you are creating something that you are setting off, like building a regular website. You know how many days it will take. So in this case, that is why I understand that they cannot give you a timeline that in 2 weeks, this thing will be back up. Because it can be back up in 3 days if they tell you 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks may reach, they test it and they see that this thing is still porous. They have to go another 2 weeks. Again, it is patience. And for all they have said so far, from listening to what the report, because I joined the call, it was late, I couldn't enter, but from the recordings and what I've read, I think there's reason enough for us to say, okay, make we just calm down small. Even if your heart is not strong enough to say, to not give up, there is a basis. I mean, these people are there, they are communicating with us. It's enough reason to say, make we hold our hearts small, make we not really too fear like that. That's my opinion, and I don't want to waste any more time. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much for breaking that point down. We have the legend in the house. We have our own ebook in the house. As a great leader, she wants to say something about the current situation. Ebook, the floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, LawyerTAJ and all the other leaders. Thank you so much for constantly speaking to the team as we're doing at the moment. And I actually want to talk about this timeline because people have been coming to me, okay, it's vague, it's vague, it's vague. Truly, like a few of the leaders have already talked about, the timeline, no one can actually give you a timeline, especially when something like this is ongoing. It's impossible. But the other thing you should also remember is that one thing I've come to know about this company is that they underpromise and overdeliver. So could it be also that, they're telling us in weeks? However, it could come out faster than what we're thinking. The weeks could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, it could be 4 weeks. So bottom line is still within a month. It could be. So based on that timeline thing, I'll say, let's give them the time. They said weeks. Plan for 4 weeks, plan for 5, 6, hopefully not more. Do you understand? But it's possible that they can actually come out faster than what they've told us. It's just safe for us to keep that vague, timeline. So that's what I'll say, about the timeline. Nobody really knows. Even Andrew Isaac doesn't really know what he's going to meet. I mean, Brian Benson mentioned that as they were doing their own, it was unfolding as they were doing their own research on it. Let me put it that way. It was unfolding. So nobody really knows, what's expected, when they do an upgrade, in a situation like this. So let's just be hopeful that it doesn't go beyond, the weeks that they've talked about. There's no really timeline. Let's just be hopeful. Then on the security part, of course, they'll want to be safer, and not to give the timeline too. Because same thing like I thought, it's based on the fact that they were giving so much information that those hackers knew what to do. If you remember what Brian Benson said, it was a coordinated attack. These people took days and weeks to plan. And that was because we were already giving them a timeline on when we're doing the upgrade. If I'm telling someone, okay, I'm about to, fix my house, at this time, if it's a thief, the person has gotten that information and I can attack. So that's why, it doesn't make sense for them to also give us timeline, because it was the same timeline that got us to where we are right now. If they didn't say, oh, they are going to be doing an upgrade at this time, I don't think those hackers would have gotten that information, to be able to know when to attack. So timeline, please, let's leave them to work with the timeline they've given us. Hopefully, they come out, faster than what we're expecting. Then the other thing I thought, I should talk about is, I noticed some people were saying that Andrew Isaac got us more confused, yeah, than he didn't give us the confidence, more or less. He got us a bit confused. I just need us to remember that, people address things differently. Andrew is obviously a tech person. Yeah. So he understands the 1 + 1. Yeah. LawyerTAJ is a lawyer, so he can talk. Do you understand? Dr. Money also is someone that talks, so she can talk. I, for one, I'm not the kind of person that talks a lot, but I think Do you understand? So I express myself differently. So I need us to realize that Andrew came, and talked as a tech person, yeah, and explained to us, okay, what they're doing. So let's not worry about that. Focus on the information the CEO gave you, and try to understand what Andrew is telling you, and believe. Do you understand? Believe. Because the truth is that, if you're trying to analyze and reanalyze, some people are coming up with, okay, this is what there's a conspiracy here. I'm like, no. If we come up with all of this, this is what is happening here, this is what is happening here, in between, trying to analyze something that, we don't understand, you're going to give yourself high blood pressure. I beg, let's even be alive, so that by the time the company comes back, we're able to take our money, alive. Let's not go into too much details about something we don't understand the true situation of things. Let's just believe them. It's the same people we believed in. It's the same people that have the same pedigree that we believed in. So that's what I would just want to say. Please, let's just give them that opportunity to do what they say they're doing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that. It's been the same thing we've been echoing time and time again. It's time to let them do the work. Left for me, I'm always being positive. If they tell me within days to weeks, my positive nature would think in days. But if it's weeks, nobody else dies. They're ready to go through it. So yes, is there anything that want to be added? Yes, I just wanted to add a few things. Besides what I've seen in the chat, I've removed about 2 or 3 individuals from the chat because they've been speaking negativity, and that's what we'll be doing from now on, because there's enough negativity in the world. That small WhatsApp space that you do not pay for, that does not come with your registration or your investment with AURUM Foundation, we would like to keep it positive. So if you don't want to be positive, it's better to just not say nothing. But if you are negative, nervous, you start facing the Telegram group to get information. And in fact, what I want to say now is very painful, because this thing just happened just on Friday. And somebody just informed me of a member who has sent his lawyer to give him a letter that since he bought the 5,000 USDT for him, he should refund his money. It's very shocking, very, very shocking, because we don't even expect this at this point in time. It's not like the company is telling you that they are folded up or they are not doing anything. You're using lawyer to threaten somebody now to give him money. And the funny thing is not even his upline. Not be a link it a register. It simply helped him procure USDT. So that's the battle that we are going to fight. But it is very shameful that at this age and time, somebody who calls himself an adult and can put money into an investment, knowing fully well that it is an investment, you now want to take it on. Who help you collect USDT? Because when you go and meet lawyer will tell you that it's the person who you paid money to that we can fight, not the upline who brought you. What of the upline that who brought you? What of the upline that brought you? What have you done? It's really shocking to me. And what we are, the stage we are in, is called the character building stage, because it's the perfect example of you can really do nothing. Nothing you can do. So at this time, it's for us to put ourselves into good use, be more positive and be more patient. For anybody who's thinking of going to arrest his upline or wanting brought into a business, I won't say anything, but we shall see. Right, so what we have I just want to just go through the last part of it, the last information that came from the company in regards to what the Quantum Alpha members, what the Quantum Alpha members are going to go through, or the sacrifice they have to make for it to continue. I'm looking at the AURUM official English channel. That's where I'm reading from. Okay, so it says how the new recovery model works. How the new recovery model works. As part of the next phase of ecosystem development, the company introduced a structured recovery model designed to support both the community and the long-term restoration of the AURUM ecosystem. 1. Supporting Quantum Alpha participants. Partners who previously activated Quantum Alpha will continue participating in the trading program while the smart contract audit is being completed. Quantum Alpha will keep trading. But during this transition period, one, continue earning trading returns. So profits will still be coming. Continue submitting withdrawal requests. So withdrawals will still be coming. Temporary, mark that word, temporary projected monthly returns of approximately 2 to 3%. Mr. Joseph Carlo gave us a full real-life situation on how this man was able to grow or make that bank work at the end of the day, Crystal Bank. And that's what made him. And I think that those of us who have our money in NEYRO, a lot of people have huge amounts of money in NEYRO that they are trading with. Of course, we want this system to work. So the company is not even yet giving you the option of withdrawing. So that's out of it. They need to trade. My own understanding of what was going on is simply the fact that the company actually lost money, like not small money, real good money. Maybe 35 to 40%, even 50% of the company has been hit. But then again, nobody will want to make you feel like they cannot recover. And if they cannot recover, they will simply say it. Nobody will die. Nobody will die. But yet again, they have started doing a lot. In fact, what they are saying now, they are giving you measured information because you never know who is who. Who can point who's the hacker? I mean, me, black man, when they born for Sapele, they Lagos, they also. I be hacker. I know what be hacking. I don't know anything concerning that. But right about now, they know that something's going on. Right inside the midst of those who are AURUM members, there are people who don't want the betterment of AURUM. Best believe it. There are people who are just waiting for this opportunity and feel that it's over. In fact, they thought it's over. Well, we give them updates like this. They say, now let's start again. Now so that they do. I beg them to ask whoever you know that have done this, that everything is still going on. Some parts of the project is still going on. It is not the full ecosystem that is affected. It's not even everybody that are AURUM members that are affected. So if we choose to stay on the side of positivity, we'll be able to get through this easily. But the truth is, if you choose to be negative, you could even lose your health in the process. I see the hands of Jacob Bohms. Jacob Bohms, I'm sure you want to say something because I think I wanted to finish the reading on the group, then we could take it up. The temporary operating model is designed to maintain continuity. It is designed to operate to the temporary operating model. It's designed to maintain continuity until the audit is completed and the new infrastructure becomes fully operational. So when the audit is completed and the new infrastructure becomes fully functional, this temporary operating model will be off and we'll go back to the normal system. The next generation AI trading bot. At the same time, development continues on a completely new AI trading bot built on NEYRO's decentralized Web3 infrastructure. So let me tell you my own assumption that at some point, maybe the XAI bot will be converted. Since it's going decentralized, it's going to be launched on the NEYRO ecosystem, on the NEYRO infrastructure. And I think that's what they're calling this AI trading. But that's my own. No. They have not said it's the XAI bot, but I'm just thinking that some names will change. Yeah, some names will change. The new bot is designed to provide target monthly returns of approximately 15 to 20%. Existing partnership compensation structure. That is, it's going to continue the existing partnership compensation structure of course, XCI bot. Share pool participation, integration with future NEYRO ecosystem products. So in supporting both the community and recovery, the new earning model has also been designed to strengthen both the partner network and the long-term recovery of ecosystem. Now, some people who want to come into a business, sometimes they ask some very difficult questions like, is the company insured? What this company is saying here is that 30% of the board's trading returns will continue supporting the existing partner compensation structure. That means that they're going to use 30% of the returns paying back to the partner program system, to those who are building their business and creating a team. While 20% of the board's trading returns, that's the profits, will be allocated to the company's recovery initiatives, helping replenish funds affected by the recent cybersecurity incident. So the company already has created a system where, furthermore, subsequent profits that are going to be made will be used to create like a security fund system. It makes a lot of sense to me now. This balanced model enables the company to continue rewarding its global partner network while simultaneously accelerating the recovery of the AURUM ecosystem and building the next generation of decentralized products. That is Vincent Okafor. I said, please, what of AURUM Neobank? The card is still working, but you know, the money you're using the card at, sometime it will finish now. I got an email from Zoom. They automatically deducted the Zoom payment of $29 that I make every month. So we need to understand that when they say leaders, some of us are not leaders for mouth. If you calculate $29 into 1 year, you know how much we do in order to make sure we have these meetings to enlighten people, because it is what we believe in. It is what we believe. And that's why we're here to always tell you guys that, listen, these are people for me, for one. All the people involved, I've met them, I've taken pictures with them, I've joked, I've laughed with them, I've asked questions, and I see that they are a different breed from what we normally see in the space, you know. And talk of the other people who are behind it. Venture capitalist companies who already have their hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the system are ready to put in those monies that they have earmarked for the next future, for the next 1 year, for the next 2 years, pushing the funds now. It makes a lot of sense to me that the company is ready to do what it wants to do. So Vincent Okafor, for the AURUM Neobank, I don't know if all the features are working, but the Zeus bot, I use the Zeus bot, is still working. I also use the card is still working, the virtual card. And people have been showing videos of using the physical card too, and it works. So we have a system where it's not all the fintech products of the company that was hit. The basic one, the XAI bot, the NEYRO, and then I think the reward asset gold. So majorly, they're doing the best. And in every business world, there are Asian cabals that would let small boy overtake them. So they may even be part of the AURUM team or send them on assignment. Even in Abaye in Nigeria, as a business only certain family are allowed to do. If you're not from family, you're a target. Let's calm down and rather commit to defending the company because they are communicating. Nice one. While also supporting the most vulnerable amongst us. AURUM is legit. That's it. No, the company is legit without being told. Only these drastic measures we are seeing goes a long way to show that they're ready for it. I believe that the call of Bram Benson on Wednesday is going to throw even more light. Bram Benson is dealing on the entire AURUM ecosystem. Mr. AI is focused on the NEYRO ecosystem because it's his product and he knows more of decentralization. So let's let them cook. If there's any other thing you can do, please do. But let's let them cook and do the best they can. So I think the Don Chi, my upline, if you want to say something before we call it a day, I think we've done an hour and 20 minutes already. No, an hour, 10 minutes. Because we started like 9:10. The Dones Chief, if you want to say something briefly,
Right. Yeah,
Hello,
LawyerTAJ, I wanted to say
LawyerTAJ.
something. Okay.
Okay, Jacob Bombs. Okay, Donchi, please just okay. After Donchi, you say Donchi now our senior for the business. Seniority in money in
Yeah.
wealth.
All right. Good evening, LawyerTAJ, and other leaders in the house, and every other participants, every other investor. Can you hear me clearly, LawyerTAJ?
Loud and clear. We can hear you well. We can hear you well.
Okay.
Loud and
So
clear. We can hear you well.
let me just give a bit. All right. Let me just give a bit of summary and something that I need to also, just emphasize. Currently now, they say they're auditing decentralized products that we are trying to make decentralized, migrating to decentralized. That is the XCI bot, the Zeus bot, and the XCI Pro, just the other products. And they're also trying to restore the infrastructure. And at this time, the NEYRO meeting we had today also emphasized the need for recovery, right? And we'll be recovering. And from all indications, we'll be recovering via the NEYRO path. Because the presentation today highlighted the need to forgo part of the bonuses that we're supposed to be earning from the NEYRO. I think 30% of the 30% will be going to recover, right?
Yes.
And of course, reduced return on investment. Yes, reduced return on investment for the period of while they keep auditing the smart contract that we are going to be using. Now, this is a sacrifice that we just have to do. And it's for the period. They said monthly, but of course, this could only take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where I can't say it could take a month.
Yes.
But just for the period, they wouldn't give anybody the clue of what they intend to do. So it could be that it could even be a week. But let's not speculate. Let us give them time to work. And also, in this process, that you said that possibly they lost a lot of money. Well, we just work with what Brian Benson had said, but this is more than just what the company lost, company funds. This is also people's funds as well, and people's funds also in their wallets. And this is going beyond just paying for what the hackers took from the company that is the funds they're managing for us, the company's funds themselves, and then people's funds in wallets. So imagine people having 30K in their wallets, $1,000, $5,000, and the company wants to recover it for people. In that case, we will understand that all these things goes into the recovery phase as well. So it's understandable that they need to reduce all these things and pay off while in the process of auditing, so that the time frame will be shorter, so that when they are coming back from all the auditing and restoration of the platform, we are going to be launching together on the AI trading bot in the decentralized system, because that is the first product that will be launched. So we're going to migrate from the information we got, which pays about 15 to 20%. So it means that for this period, we on NEYRO, we're going to be sacrificing, and then eventually this is going to even make it faster. And I'm okay with the information, because it gives us the opportunity to get things done faster. It's not just about we waiting. We're not going to be earning anything. We cannot withdraw. No, withdrawals will eventually be possible with the NEYRO, reduce returns, but giving the opportunity for people who have lost money in their wallets to have money back, which is okay. I don't mind sacrificing referral bonuses or whatever for people to recover money in their wallets. And that's what many of us are leaders are okay with, and other people who are into marketing. You understand? So that is what I have to say. And then, what else? All right, so that is it. That's basically it. I just wanted to emphasize and reiterate what we've said, and I believe that AURUM has good plans for us. That's it. I believe that they have good plans, and they won't be coming up giving us information and telling us things plainly on how they want to operate. And I think the least we can do is to cooperate with them at this time and let them work, and let us see how things are going to go. We don't know when they will switch the button for what they said today will happen: withdrawals from NEYRO and the commencement of the percentages we'll be getting now, so that they can be reserving the money for those people who had issues with their wallets and or losses, or the company lost too. So thank you very much. That's what I have to say. Nothing much. Just want to contribute.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother
God
Jacob
bless.
Bombs. Thank you. Don Chi, you want to say something before? I thought I saw your mic come on.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Yes,
Thank
Don
you,
Chi.
LawyerTAJ. I just want to salute you, because even as at the time this call happened by 5 p.m. and we're all together in my house, you didn't know how to, handle this night's meeting. But I'm super impressed, and I just want to say thank you for holding forth. Yeah. Not many leaders can do what you have done, and I appreciate you openly and especially. You know, it
Thank you.
takes a group of committed leaders who align together, come together and, carry the team along. And I want to say thank you especially,
Thank
and
you.
it's always a privilege and an honor having you around.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody who has spoken. Everybody had something positive to say. And just like I just saw a question on the group, if anybody has seen these these AURUM owners, yes, we've been at events and we have seen these people, and that is why our faith, that is why um uh our hope is strong that this is not the end. you know and in everything that we may think or doubts that we may have, always remember Brian Benson when he said, "Look into my eyes. I'm not here to scam anybody." If not for that alone and the fact that he has his name to protect, let us have some faith, let us have some patience. This company is here to stay. I want to thank Mr. Kalu for the breakdown and the background info he has given us, you know, on issues like this. You know, Many of us learn every day from things that happen. Oram didn't plan for this to happen. We didn't plan for this to happen. I just want all of us to be a bit patient. The company has blessed us, each and every one of us. We have something positive to say that Oram has done for us. Even if you have taken out $1, $10, the company has blessed us in ways that we could not even, explain. So let us, cut them some slack for the fact that they are openly coming out to say, yes, this thing happened. Yes, we are fixing it. This is how far we have gone. You know, that is enough transparency for us, to hold on to. And just like Dr. Money said, you know, these people have their reputation to hold. Let us give them that time. We are in a good place. Forum is a good place for us to be, and this is just a bump in an amazing experience. So thank you, Taj. I believe that we're going to have a session like this again on Wednesday after the CEO call. I'm sure by then we'll have better clarity, because most of us were kind of confused with some wordings and, network issues on this afternoon call. But I'm sure that by the time we join the CEO call on Wednesday, we'll have better clarity and we'll also come again, on our own Zoom to discuss and help those who couldn't understand much. So thank you for these frequent calls, and thank you to everyone who has made it a point to attend. you know this this is what builds our faith in a business, knowing about your business, and not just, you know, being nonchalant. So thank you for everyone who has stayed on. 155 people who are still on this call. Thank you. We're in a good place. Let's hold on. Let's be patient. It will end in praise. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, the Donna's She. Thank you for that. Yes, so iPhone, I should have called you, but you need to have put your name instead of iPhone on there. We don't know who you are. That's why you see everybody has their name on their device. If you don't know how to change it, please learn to change it or use the chat box. Normally, that's the rule. So, yes,
Let me
anything
quickly add
else?
something. 1 minute.
Okay,
Let me add something. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just give me 1
okay.
minute, please. I forgot to say this when I was talking. Okay, so quickly, guys, before we round up, when we say that a company is not a Ponzi scheme, what do we mean? These are the times, the situations that if a company is a Ponzi scheme or not. So, like what Brian Bessie said, it's even better that it's happening. We're not saying it's good. It's not good that it happened in any way, but I mean, now that it is at this stage, we are just 1 year in the business. Now they'll get things right. So that's their integrity that we say they have. That name, they've been Morgan Stanley. It's easier said than done. During presentation, Koshunamdi, LawyerTAJ, whoever will say he's probably director of business, he built business here, he did this. This is the time to show that work, show proof. Come and show workings. So this is the time. So there is not business or nothing in this life that is just easily straightforward. There are challenges come. I don't want to say we must have challenge, but challenges come. And honestly, this is a litmus test for your company, for my company. Once AURUM can pass this, you need them to pass this. I know you need money right now, but you need them to pass this test. I need them to pass this because I don't like jumping from one business to the other. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm tired. So let us allow them, because that one you want to go and take money to put again, it will crash. So let us just give them time, short time. This, for the first time I've been doing online business, we've seen people that have looked at us to say, we want to do this, we want to rectify things, we want to work. We never see them before, guy. So now let them just use this short time to do it right. And then we know that I don't want to die here, but we know that we grow here and we don't need to be jumping around like frog. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that analogy. So I'm sure. All right, Mr. iPhone, you say your name is Jimmy. I'm just gonna give you that respect and call you on for today. So please unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I didn't even know my device doesn't show my name. I thought I changed it. Maybe something happened. So I'll change it going forward. So I just want to add to what the past speakers have said. The leaders have spoken. I just want to add my little points. You know. So when things like this happens, right? Well, everybody on this call, we all have our stake in this business, whether it is $100 you have in AURUM, whether it is $50,000, whether it is $100,000. Everybody has a stake and everybody is important. Now when we are faced with challenges like this, there are three options. I know I've been mentioning trying to stay positive, or you want to be negative. Now, it doesn't really cost anything to stay positive, right?
Exactly.
But if you cannot stay positive, there's an option to be neutral. So if you cannot stay positive, instead of you to be negative, there's a middle option to be neutral. You can just be neutral instead of being negative and spreading, putting fear, spreading misinformation and all that. Just like I think Dr. Money or somebody said, just assume that whatever happened that happened and just move on. Whatever comes out, let it just come out. Just stay neutral. It will not cost you anything. So I just want to encourage everyone. Try as much as you can to stay positive and hope that something good and something meaningful will come out of whatever investment you have made in Aura. That's just all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. I'd like to even add to that. Me, anywhere my 1 naira day, I believe the thing 100%. You know, the loss go anywhere. And what I've seen goes beyond words to show that this company is ready. So I'm ready to give them the time and stay positive. Yeah, so the three options: stay positive, stay negative, or stay neutral. If it's hard to stay positive, just stay neutral. Because if you stay negative, negative things will happen to you. That's just about it. Right, so we have the CEO's call for Wednesday. I would ask that we do the recap call on Thursday. Thursday, 9 p.m. Let's make the 9 p.m. legit so we'll be able to do everything else before then. So Thursday, 9 p.m., we'll be back on here looking through the CEO's call, and I'm sure we'll have much more scope to cover because today's call was basically on NEYRO, decentralization, the audit, the ongoing plans, and the ways within which NEYRO platform itself can sustain the business. So want to thank you all for being on this call. As we normally do, say your prayers for AURUM Foundation. Let's stay positive out there. Anyone who's brought into the business, feel free. Please try your best to be patient enough with them and explain. Please, it's not a matter of going to castigate who brought you into the business. Everybody was earning and everybody was happy. And we'll surely go back to that stage. And I told you guys in the earlier meeting that someone already has told me that this was going to happen. And that at the end of the day, AURUM is going to stand out for us to know that, yes, it's a business worthwhile. So we are in the process. Like I said, we're in the character building process. What you choose to do now will make a part of you for the next 1 year, for the next 6 months of your life. So we'll continue to do these meetings every time so that we will get updated information. You know, sometimes when these white people speak, we can't hear everything they're saying. So we need to do our Africanized version so that we can understand and move together, move forward together as a team. So once again, feel free to meet yourself, say your goodbyes, and God bless you. Stay positive. See you on Thursday evening.
Goodbye
And
and God bless
peace
you.
and
Good
love.
night.
Good
LawyerTAJ
night.
and all the leaders.
God
Thank
bless
you
you
so
all.
much.
Goodbye,
Lion
everyone.
God
Touch,
God
bless.
bless you all.
night.
Good
Great
night.
girl,
See you on
great to
Wednesday.
hear.
God bless you all.
Mr. AY,
God
good
bless you
night.
all.
Good
Positive
night.
mind.
Elford,
Positive mind.
God
Thank you
bless you
so
too,
much.
Night.
Peter.
Sorry.
good
God
night.
bless you,
God
Kimmy.
bless you.
Bless you,
Good
Faith.
night.
See you on
Good
Thursday.
night, LawyerTAJ.
Peace.